Ladies and gents, this is your personal virus and it is a pleasure for me to welcome you back to our map making series, episode 11, I believe, second episode of the volcanic map. Anyways, and as you could see there in the quick swoop over the island, I finished the outside of the cave that we built last time, the cool underwater cave that is, I'm so happy with how that turned out. So I put down all the cliffs on the outside because you have seen me putting down cliffs plenty of times, and so now I'm putting down more cliffs. But don't you worry. Even though we start with this, and even though we will do this quite a bit, we will also get to the actual main feature of this island. We'll be only working in and around the crater itself. And remember the end of last episode when we checked out how the island looked in the game so far? And how I then said, I have an idea that could make it look even cooler and be even more epic. That is so great. And funnily enough, Space Guy 22, the one who suggested that I should try a map like this, he left a comment that quite went into the direction of what I have in mind here. He was like, well, your maps are really cool, but they kinda lack sort of a story. Like, if you see the map, you're like, this and that could have happened here, you know? And that is pretty much what I had in mind too for this map. Something will be inside this crater, volcano, not crater, and it will be, what do you find inside a volcano that has no longer any lava in it? Well, I would say maybe the lair of an evil scientist, or an old military base if you want to be boring and don't go into fancy stuff. But imagine the lair of an evil scientist. Yeah, so that is what we will try to create here in Stranded Deep. Our options are limited, but we do have these guys, the sea forts. I never worked with them in my maps so far, and I always wanted to because I quite like them, and we will see if we can make them happen in here. And the first that I just put in there, I love it already. Like, the ladder kinda going on top of the cliff there, that looks so cool. That will be the entrance point. And now I am playing around a bit with these bridges that we have. There is only two of them. One is intact and the other one is kind of broken apart, and I want the broken apart one. Yes, but we won't have it right here. We'll have it further up. So I know how it will look in the end. I haven't checked it out in the game as usual, and I'm not 100% sure. I think it will be really, really cool. I'm quickly getting rid of the ocean here so I can see if the struts holding them actually go down all the way into the ground, and yes they do. So yeah, not 100% sure, but it's definitely worth a try, and if we don't like all of what I'm doing here, we can always remove it, change it, never try, never know. But the general idea, I think that will be really, really, really epic. I am not sure how many we want, but I want the top one to be really difficult to reach, and then maybe put really cool stuff in there, maybe even an already made, how's that called, the new spear gun? I don't even know if you can put that in the editor yet. As you could just see, I tried to put down this bridge on the right side, right now just to the right of us, but I didn't like how that looked, so we're putting it back there. We have basically two entrances. One is rather safe if we go from all the way down, from the first sea fort base thing we placed into the second, or you could try to jump it, which is not too difficult but can fail. So yeah, now we'll have another one right there, and we will have one that will be even further up. It was really super tedious though to get these guys into position, get the bridges in a way that they don't look too glitched out and too going through the building and everything. It is still a bit weird because the bridges are kind of floaty and it looks like this little yellow ladder is holding up the bridge. We have a floating strut there, but no problem, we have cliffs. Cliffs solve everything. Ah, they are my favorite thing in the game. Maybe. No, actually sharks are. I love the sharks. Har. We will talk about a few different things in a moment, once I covered everything that I'm trying to do here and we get to the more monotone part of the video where things get a bit repetitive. But until then, let me try to explain my thoughts about what I'm doing here, and this will be kind of the top spot. A lookout, and also, I don't know, maybe the most important part of the whole thing. Thing is though that we will have one strut floating, and what I'm trying right now is to make it go into the other strut so it is not floating. It kind of looks like it's welded together with that strut, if that makes any sense. Really tedious. It goes really close to that ladder too. I didn't even realize that when building. It's quite difficult to move around in the editor when you have so many objects, because as soon as you get close to an object, you move in slow motion, and as soon as you get past that point, you move super fast, so it's very jumpy. And yeah, there I just realized that this will not work. That is way too steep. So we flip this guy around, because I want it to be difficult for you to get in there. But now we have pretty much seen what I'm doing there, and I explained my thoughts behind it. So we can talk about a few other things. One of them being what I actually really like to do. We started it a while ago. Let's maybe quickly, what I'm doing there is try to make this bridge look as if it's supporting the other one, because I did not like how floaty that looked. Tried it with a shipwreck too, but no, can't really. Oh, I put a plane wreck there. Look at that. Got the sudden inspiration because I was trying around with things there and I thought plane wreck right there. Cool stuff. We will have metal scrap around the plane wrecks as usual. I like to do that because it makes sense. I don't want to put tarp there because tarp does not make sense there. Yeah. And another of these things right over there. That will be the last one of them. Look how the ladder is absolutely perfect to kind of cross this, this cliff section there. Oh, I love it. But let's continue where I left off before I so rudely interrupted myself. I'm so good at that, oh my god. What I like to talk about is your guys' top 10 things you would like to see in the game. And last time, the Gaming Jess, a good friend of mine, also a YouTuber, who played this game a little bit and whom I helped a bit to get into the game, she left her top 10 suggestions, and number 1, of course, glitter. Yeah, we have the flare gun. Is that enough glitter for you, Jess? I don't see how else glitter would benefit us here. Oh yeah, let's have a shipwreck down there. Makes not too much sense, but it kind of looks like they tried to build something and it crashed and fell down, and now it's there. I like it. Number 2, to be able to convert sunken ships to real working metal ones. That is an interesting thought. Imagine if you could take some of these shipwrecks and operate them around. That would actually be really, really cool. Definitely a nice thought there. Some of them look intact still, like they could still swim and everything, so not impossible, but yeah. I doubt we'll see that anytime soon because it sounds like a lot of work for the devs, but a really cool idea. Number 3, goats. Now, don't laugh about that, because in the Caribbean there are actually goats, if I'm not totally mistaken. These are the Caribbean, are they not? I am not sure where this game is taking place. But settlers used to, like European settlers mostly, used to bring goats along, and ships kind of crashed, like this plane did, and goats kind of scattered, so it would not be totally stupid to expect maybe a goat, or we have little piggies too, right? So goats could be a thing. Number 4, the name tag to work. Yeah, the name tag glitch is a bit annoying. I mean, the game does save it. It just, every time you reload the game, whatever you named is back to its original in-game name until you click it with the label maker once, and then it has its new name. Number 5, to be able to get pet animals. Yeah, that was also on my list of things I would really love to see. I don't know why, but it would be cute and fun and you wouldn't feel quite so lonely anymore. Number 6, guns. Yuck, what's that with you guys and guns? I mean, these sea forts are old military bases and fortresses, so I guess it wouldn't be... But for me this game doesn't need it. It's basically a survival game, you versus nature. So I don't see why you would need guns. But I guess many people would like to see them. Number 7, bunnies. Yeah, just would of course like to see bunnies, but honestly I don't think they would make much sense. I don't know, maybe they live in the Caribbean? Not as far as I know, but I'm not an expert. Number 8, bunny hatches and runs. Okay. Okay. No, I think you're just being silly, Jess. Number 8 though? No, number 9. Proper maps. Yeah, that would be cool if you could draw your own map and kind of leave marks on it, like say this island has this and that, and this is where I left my raft, this is where I met a tiger shark, this is where I met a great white shark. That would be cool. And number 10 on her list, which is also on my list, more aquatic species. Yes, please! They had the turtles in, and I loved the turtles. I don't even understand why they took them out, but they took them out, which actually makes me quite sad. These were so... I guess they aren't in the game because now with the new skinning system they would have to think about how you could skin a turtle, what you could gain from that, and what benefit that item would give you. Like, for example, you would gain the shell, and let's compare it quickly with the forest, even though I don't really like that comparison for this game. But over there with the turtle shell you can make water collectors, which, yeah, it does make sense, and I think it would work really well in this game too. But I also think the devs want to be original. They don't want to just go and copy things you've seen in a different game. The best proof for that is the new spear gun. They had a spear gun, but it was pretty much just a spear gun, which you have in, I would guess, every second game that has to do with swimming and diving. So they took it a step further and made it so that you have to craft your own spear gun in such a makeshift way. Oh, I love it so much. And I hope they will come up with something cool with new creatures as well. I hope there will be... Yeah, sure, I hope there will be more creatures, because yeah, the world does feel more lively now that we have the seagulls and the bats and the boars and snakes, but I don't know, the oceans feel... We have all these little fish and they swim around in actual schools of fish, which I really like and find nice, but a bit more predators? Tiger sharks are cool, but you see them kinda... That's the only species that I see other than the small fish as of late. Haven't seen a marlin in ages, haven't seen any of these, how are they called, the great white ones in ages. A black reef tip shark is not in the game anymore either, I believe. I haven't seen it in forever, in 2 days at least. So yeah, definitely agree to wanting to have more species. Dolphins, why not have dolphins? Like, imagine you swim around and you're like, oh my god, shark, 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 and then like, no, it's just a dolphin. And then it's a shark after all. Oh, that would be so cool. But we are getting close to the point where we are done with our building, yeah, let's call it building, map making, building, whatever, for the day, and where we can jump into the game and check it all out. You will see me play around with the camera in just a second. I have never done that before, and this is actually the way, I discovered that a few minutes ago, I did not know it, how you set the preview images for your map. You make a picture with the camera, and then when you save, you can select this picture as the preview image, and then it gets stored in the map file. So here you have a quick overview, then you have me playing around with the camera, and in just a minute you'll have me exploring this island in-game. Alrighty guys, the moon is setting here in our Let's Play world, where we are trying to build a house on top of these cliffs, which is working out really decently. And over there in the shadowy distance, there's a shark around apparently, you can see the island. And I thought we'd watch the sunrise and see how that looks. And I think it will be so cool. Last time I said we might want to shrink down the crater, but oh, that rendered in from far. But maybe we will not want to shrink the crater after all. Because now that we have all the stuff in there, I don't know, it would feel really, really cramped if we made it any smaller. Maybe, that's just an assumption though. We will see once we are inside. Of course, we will put trees and everything down. We'll do that in the next episode, which will be the last one. Then we will have the map download as well. And now that I know how to make the thumbnails for the maps, I should actually take this as an opportunity and go through all my old maps, make a thumbnail for them, get them up to date. I love how these seagulls are flying over these, I don't know, let's call them hills. It's really, really cool. Okay guys, what do you think? I think it looks pretty epic. I'm almost tempted to have one around there. What do you think? Should we have one there? It could work really nicely. There's just one thing that I'm a bit worried about. Let me get out the flashlight. And that is whether these struts go into our cave. I hope they won't. And we will find out about that in just a minute. Oh, this is such a nice school of fish. Oh, not the lionfish though. But whoa, this is cool. Okay, let's get some air. Else this will be bad. There's the entrance. Oh, it looks so spooky already. Okay. Oh my god, I forgot how spooky that was. And suddenly you have the shipwreck and you're like, I'm gonna drown. Where was the air pocket? Where was the air pocket? Oh! Okay, I love it. Ah! Yeah, here we have one. This is bad. Okay. Maybe, yeah, what we can do is just have some stone, some rock going down there. That'll make it more difficult to find the actual exit of this cave too. That should work. That should work. But other than that, oh, look at it. Okay. It's interesting. This spot right there needs work. Let me see here. Okay, yeah, this looks nice. This looks nice overall. I think I am really, lionfish, I am really happy with it. Oh, when you dive up and it slowly reveals itself. Oh, I forgot you can fall down from all these. Oh, I see you. Okay, that needs fixing. Now let's see if we can actually make it up there, which was the original plan. Oh, it looks really cool in here. Oh, this is something I haven't seen in the game. Yes, he can make it up here. Very nice. Oh, wasn't there a ladder? Hadn't I made it so that there was a ladder right here? Did I not? Whoop, jump. You should be able to make it up here. I thought I did. Oh, none of these has a ladder anymore. Oh, now that is weird. Why is that so? Is it random if there is a ladder there or not? Can I? Oh, you already have the spooky sound. Ooh, and the leg spike, interesting. But the thing with the ladders is really, none of them seem to have one at all. Huh, I will have to look into that. See if I can make, okay, I can just glitch through here. See if I can force it in the code somehow. That they have ladders? I'm not sure. Okay, this is nice. Oh, this looks like a cave-in, and you can still fit through if you crouch. Perfect. That window and everything. Really, really cool. I want to get on top of here and see. Yeah, this ladder. I want it on all the other places too. Okay, it looks a bit plain since we don't have the cliffs here yet, but it should be really, really epic. But that means we will have no way to get up there at all, because the ladders are missing. Oh, you know what it could be? There could be something in the game that says only have a ladder if you're close enough to the water. Could there be? Could that be the issue? I'm not sure. I will have to look into that. That is... Ooh, that is dangerous. That is disappointing, though. I was really looking forward to that. Yikes, yikes, all good. Like, see, this right there makes no sense now. We would have to change quite a lot if we can't force the ladders in. We will see, we will see. You ready? Are you guys ready? There's actual grass on here. Very interesting. I'm not sure if that is supposed to be. This looks cool. But we will... Yikes! Oh! He grabbed the ledge! Holy cow! Okay, there's grass inside of here as well. I'm really not sure if that is meant to be this way. But I'm not complaining. I actually really like that. This is scary, guys. Yikes. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, you can still get from this to that guy. And you could get... Maybe we don't have to change too much. Okay, no, getting there is pretty much impossible. Did we make it so that we can get any further from on top of here? Yes, we did. Oh, yeah, but then the ladder over there is missing. But all this grass here is quite nice. No ladder here. How could I... No, I don't see... We could make a really steep one of these going directly into there and then have the same over there. We have to see how that would look. That is a pity though. That means we can't really check out how it looks from up there. And remember that if we are... Okay, I did not know that was a thing. If we are up there, you can still build. You can still put foundations down here and go even higher if you want to. But the ladders, that's an issue. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Let me try to get a nice view of the whole thing for you guys to say goodbye here. And the seagulls there, so nice, so nice. And once we have cliffs everywhere here, it'll be even better. Yeah, that's the way out. Yikes! Oh, wowee, I'm not sure if you're supposed to do that, but I keep holding down space and aim for that bar. That seems to work nicely. Seems to work nicely. Now, of course, we can just run up here, but that will change once we have more cliffs, I hope. I love it, guys. I really, really do. Alrighty, a lot of work for me to be done still. I hope you're as excited for this as I am, though, and I'm super stoked. Therefore, I will be out for today. I really hope you enjoyed the episode. I hope I will see you in the next one with the world download. This was your personal virus, and I hope I get you infected. But the problem is, they die from the fire. Even a second of lava, even a tick of lava is too much. So, we dispense water as well. And now, they are one-hit kill, and it rains XP on us. Really good. Yes, 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 yes. Oh. This is so weird, so glitchy, so I don't know. But if it works now, I'll be the happiest little virus. Have you seen? Oh, come on, be good to me. Yes! Oh, baby! I love it. Am I too excited about this?